That's out toward right center field. Going back on it is Zimmer. At the wall. Gone!
Yes, you heard that right. Carlos Rodón just called Shohei Ohtani built like a Greek god. And honestly, he's not wrong. Today we're diving deep into what baseball's best players really say about Shohei Ohtani when the cameras are rolling and when they're not. From Mike Trout to Aaron Judge, from pitchers who've faced him to managers who've watched him dominate their teams, everyone has an Ohtani story. And what they're saying? It's absolutely wild. Players, legends, Hall of Famers, analysts, they're all saying the same thing about Shohei Ohtani. This isn't just hype. This isn't media exaggeration. These are the people who know greatness when they see it because they are the greatest. So buckle up, because we're about to break down exactly why the entire baseball world can't stop talking about number 17. But before we dive deeper, if you're loving this breakdown of baseball's most unstoppable player, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're Foul Ball, and we bring you the stories, stats, and secrets behind the game's biggest moments. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now let's get back to how Ohtani proved everyone wrong. Let's rewind to spring training, 2018. Shohei Ohtani had just signed with the Los Angeles Angels. The hype was massive. The Japanese Babe Ruth. They called him a two-way player in the modern era. It sounded impossible. And then, disaster struck. In his spring training games against major league batters, Ohtani was getting absolutely destroyed. In just 2 2/3 innings of pitching, he gave up 3 home runs. His ERA, a jaw-dropping 27.00. The MLB average that year was 4.14. He wasn't just bad, he was historically bad. At the plate, even worse. 4 hits in 32 at-bats, a batting average of .125. For context, the league average was .248. Major newspapers started writing headlines. Send him to AAA. He's not ready. The experiment is failing. Even Mike Trout, who would become his teammate and biggest supporter, admitted years later. Coming into it, I was like, there's no way. The American media had written him off before he even played a real game. One executive who watched spring training said flat out, "This kid needs a lot of minor league time before he's ready." But there was one person who believed, Angels GM Billy Epler. He'd seen something special back in 2013 when Ohtani was just 18 years old in Japan. Epler said, "It was a very explosive-looking athlete. Kind of had everything you wanted." So, despite the disastrous spring training, the Angels made a decision. Opening day, March 29, 2018. Oakland Coliseum. Ohtani would start as the designated hitter. His first at-bat, a single to right field off Kendall Graveman. And just like that, the comeback began. April 1st, 2018. Just 3 days after his first game as a hitter, Shohei Ohtani took the mound for his first major league start as a pitcher. Remember, this is the guy who couldn't get anyone out in spring training. The guy everyone said wasn't ready. 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, 3 runs allowed, his first major league win. The baseball world started paying attention. 2 days later, April 3rd, Ohtani crushed his first MLB home run. A 3-run bomb, 397 feet against Josh Tomlin. April 6th, another home run. April 7th, another home run. 3 home runs in 3 consecutive games. As a rookie, while also pitching. Mike Trout watched it all up close. But once I came into spring and I saw him pitch and saw him hit, I said, this guy has everything he needs to succeed up here. But the real statement came on April 8, 2018. Ohtani's first home start at Angel Stadium. His second career start on the mound. 44,742 fans packed the stadium. The largest regular season day game crowd since the stadium was renovated in 1998. They came to see if the hype was real. First inning, Ohtani strikes out the side. Matt Joyce, Marcus Stroman, Jed Lowry, all swinging. 15 pitches, 3 strikeouts. Second inning, 3 more batters retired. Third inning, 3 more strikeouts. By the end of the 5th inning, Ohtani had struck out 10 batters. Not a single hit, not a single walk. 19 straight batters retired. The fans were on their feet for every 2-strike count. They knew they were watching history. Then came the 7th inning. 1 out. Marcus Stroman steps up. A 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Stroman grounds it through the left side for a single. The perfect game was over. But the dominance? That continued. Ohtani finished with 12 strikeouts, 7 scoreless innings, 1 hit allowed, 1 walk. His catcher, Martin Maldonado, could only say he was nasty. When asked about Ohtani's splitter, Maldonado compared it to Zach Greinke's slider, one of the most unhittable pitches in baseball. Oakland's manager Bob Melvin admitted after the game, "He looked even better today. He's got a deliberate delivery, and it makes his fastball play even better. And he has a really good split-finger fastball. The difference in speeds between his split and his fastball, and when he locates his split down in the zone, it's very tough to pick up." Melvin continued, "I was a little bit skeptical. You saw the pitching end of it. We saw early on how dominant he can be. And anybody who throws 100 miles an hour with a plus split and good breaking stuff is going to have success. And he did. And I think we were the team that saw it the most, but I didn't know he was going to be this good a hitter." In his first 10 days as a major leaguer, Ohtani had hit .389 with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs, won his first 2 starts on the mound, struck out 18 batters in 14 innings, proven everyone who doubted him completely wrong. Hall of Fame pitcher Greg Maddux watched those first few weeks and said, "He kind of reminds you of Nolan Ryan, and then he reminds you of freaking Barry Bonds. He's both of those guys." Let that sink in. Nolan Ryan, Barry Bonds, in one player. By November 2018, Ohtani was named American League Rookie of the Year. He finished with a .285 batting average, 22 home runs, and a 3.31 ERA over 10 starts. But there was a problem. His elbow. An MRI revealed new damage to his UCL. He'd need Tommy John surgery. The doubters returned. "See? His body can't handle it. The experiment is over. He needs to pick one." They were wrong. Again. 2019, Ohtani couldn't pitch, still recovering from Tommy John surgery. But at the plate, he was still dominant. .286 batting average, 18 home runs in just 106 games. Oh, and he became the first Japanese-born player to hit for the cycle in MLB history. Then came 2020, the COVID year, the 60-game season, and Ohtani struggled, really struggled. .190 batting average, 7 home runs. And when he tried to return to pitching, it was a disaster. His first appearance back on the mound, he gave up 5 runs without recording a single out. After an MRI, the diagnosis, a flexor strain in his elbow. He was shut down from pitching for the rest of the season. Ohtani later described those years as the darkest of his career. He said he felt frustrated and useless. He said while his 2019 had been disappointing, his 2020 had been more like pathetic because he could not pitch or hit the way he wanted to. For the first time in his career, Shohei Ohtani doubted himself. The media piled on. The two-way experiment is dead. His body can't handle it. He should just focus on hitting. But something happened during that frustration. Something changed in Ohtani. He got angry. Not at the media, not at the doubters, at himself. And when Shohei Ohtani gets angry at himself, the rest of baseball better watch out. 2021, the season that changed everything. Ohtani came back as both a pitcher and a hitter. And he didn't just come back, he dominated. As a hitter, .257 batting average, 46 home runs, 100 RBIs, 26 stolen bases. As a pitcher, 9-2 record, 3.18 ERA, 156 strikeouts in 130 innings. He became the first player since Babe Ruth in 1919 to have a season with 10-plus pitching wins and 30-plus home runs. Mike Trout, who had a front-row seat to it all, simply said, "I've never seen a player like him. Not both ways like that. He's incredible." In November 2021, Ohtani won the American League MVP award, and it wasn't even close. He won unanimously, only the second unanimous AL MVP in the previous 20 years. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. finished second in the voting, and even Vlad Jr. couldn't deny what he was watching. So, what is it about Shohei Ohtani that makes him different? Let's ask the people who faced him. CC, a 2007 Cy Young Award winner, put it perfectly. "Are you kidding me? Can hit the ball 900 feet and throw the ball 99 miles per hour off the mound. Who else is doing that? Who else is doing that, bro? There's nobody else doing that at the big league level." John Smoltz, Hall of Fame pitcher, tried to explain how you're supposed to pitch to Ohtani. For Ohtani, you better have 2 lanes working. You got to get something fading away, and you got to get something cutting in. Because if you don't, you're going to have a guy with tremendous ability to go to all parts of the field with power. Translation? Good luck. You need to execute perfectly, and even then, it might not matter. An anonymous National League pitcher admitted, "You make good pitches and hope he gets himself out. He is very good. He'll hit good pitches. He'll also hammer mistakes. That's what really good hitters do, is they don't miss your mistakes, and they do damage with them." Here's what makes Ohtani unprecedented. He throws 100-mile-per-hour fastballs with a devastating splitter that has a 55.8% swing and miss rate. Then he steps into the batter's box and launches balls 400 150-plus feet. He steals bases like Rickey Henderson. He's got a career OPS over 900 as a hitter and a sub-3.00 ERA as a pitcher. There's literally never been anyone like him in the 150-year history of Major League Baseball. Let's hear from more of the game's best players, because their reactions tell the whole story. Aaron Judge, three-time MVP, captain of the Yankees, knows what elite looks like. After facing Ohtani, man, he's fast. What an impressive athlete, he's impressive. He's one of the best players in the game for a reason. After they both homered in the same inning, Judge joked, "I thought he was copying me," then added, "He's one of the best players in the game for a reason." Coming from Aaron Judge, one of the three best players in baseball, that means something. Cubs pitcher Marcus Stroman watched Ohtani's 2023 MVP season and tweeted, "MVP with ease. He should win it every year. What he's doing is insane. All of us at the highest level can't believe our eyes. Truly remarkable. Be thankful you get to witness a real GOAT." Think about that. All of us at the highest level can't believe our eyes. These are major league players, best of the best, and they're in disbelief. Dusty Baker, one of baseball's most respected managers, winner of the 2022 World Series. He changed the rules. Anybody who changes the rules on anything has to be a great player. This guy, he can outrun a deer. He can throw 100 miles an hour, hit a ball a mile. Change the rules. Because of Ohtani, MLB actually created a new rule, the Ohtani rule, allowing two-way players to stay in the game as a DH even after they stop pitching. Red Sox manager Alex Cora said it plainly. "We should make a new award for him. This is something MLB hasn't seen since Babe Ruth. He's not the best hitter, he's not the best pitcher, but he's the best player. Not the best hitter, not the best pitcher, but the best player, because he does both at an elite level." Now here's where it gets really interesting, because even the guys competing directly against Ohtani for MVP awards can't help but praise him. Fernando Tatis Jr., the San Diego Padres superstar, was asked who the best player in baseball is. His response? "He's my rival. I'm not going to mention his name. 17 for the blue team. 17 for the blue team." He couldn't even say Ohtani's name because he's a rival, but he still had to acknowledge him. After Ohtani's historic 2024 season, Mike Trout, who spent 6 years as his teammate, his season was pretty incredible. It was fun to watch and to follow. It was good for baseball, too. Everyone knows what he's capable of. To be able to put up that kind of numbers consistently is pretty amazing. Taylor Walls, Rays shortstop, was watching Ohtani's 50-50 game on his iPad during a Rays game. He described the scene in the clubhouse. "We're like, what?" And we're all pulling it up on the iPad. The home runs he hit, and it's like, dude is unbelievable. 3 homers, stolen bases, 2 doubles, 10 RBIs. Who does that? Nobody does that. Nobody does that. And that's the point. Logan Gilbert, Mariners pitcher, after Ohtani's 50-50 season, unbelievable season. Nobody's done it before, so I've got a ton of respect for him. And yeah, glad he's on the Dodgers and not an AL team. Translation? Thank God I don't have to face him anymore. December 2023, Shohei Ohtani signed a 10-year, $700 million contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers, the largest contract in sports history. And then he joined a team with another generational superstar, Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts, 5-time All-Star, 2018 AL MVP, one of the best players of his generation. And here's what Mookie said about playing with Ohtani. "I said it multiple times. We're like the Bulls and he's Michael Jordan. Whenever he goes, we're all gonna go." The Bulls and Michael Jordan. That's the comparison. Mookie Betts, a superstar himself, is comparing his teammate to the greatest basketball player ever. Mookie continued, "It's unbelievable getting to play with him. You very rarely, especially at this level, can look and say like, this dude is just that much better than me." And later, "He's just a regular dude, a dude that is better than everybody. He's got the hunger, he's got the fire. He knows his standard is higher than everybody's, and so he knows he has to do things better than everyone. Regular dude, better than everybody. That's Shohei Ohtani." Lars Nootbaar, Cardinals outfielder who played with Ohtani on Team Japan. Shohei Ohtani is an even better person than he is a baseball player. And Carlos Rodón, who we heard at the beginning, said Ohtani is built like a Greek god. Everyone wants to compare Ohtani to Babe Ruth. And sure, Ruth is the only other player to hit and pitch at a high level in the modern era. But here's the difference. Babe Ruth stopped pitching regularly after 1919. He realized he was more valuable as a hitter. Ohtani? He's been doing both at the highest level for 7 seasons, even through 2 Tommy John surgeries. Let's compare him to other legends. Barry Bonds hit 73 home runs in a season, but Bonds never threw a pitch in the majors. Nolan Ryan threw heat for 27 years, but Ryan never hit 20 home runs in a season. Ken Griffey Jr. had one of the prettiest swings in baseball history and hit 630 career home runs, but Griffey never touched the mound. Rickey Henderson stole 130 bases in a season, but Henderson wasn't throwing 100 miles per hour. Mike Trout is the best player of his generation, but Trout doesn't pitch. Do you see the pattern? Nobody does what Ohtani does. 2024, Shohei Ohtani's first season with the Dodgers. He was recovering from his second Tommy John surgery, so he wasn't pitching. But he decided to do something nobody in baseball history had ever done: 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases in the same season. Before 2024, only 6 players had ever had a 40-40 season, ever, in the entire history of baseball. Ohtani didn't just get 40-40, he got 50-50, and then he kept going. Final stats: 54 home runs, 59 stolen bases, 130 RBIs, .310 batting average. And on September 19, 2024, he became the first member of the 50-50 club with a performance for the ages: 3 home runs, 2 stolen bases, 2 doubles, 10 RBIs in 1 game. Taylor Walls was watching. We're like, what? And we're all pulling it up on the iPad, the home runs he hit, and it's like, dude is unbelievable. 3 homers, stolen bases, 2 doubles, 10 RBIs. Who does that? Nobody does that. In November 2024, Ohtani was named National League MVP, unanimously, his 3rd MVP award. At age 30, 2025, the year Ohtani came back to pitching. After missing the entire 2024 season on the mound, Ohtani returned. And guess what? He's still dominant. In his first starts back, 1-1 record, 2.87 ERA, 62 strikeouts. At the plate, .282 batting average, 55 home runs, 102 RBIs, 20 stolen bases. In November 2025, Ohtani won his 4th MVP award. Only Barry Bonds has more MVPs with 7. Mookie Betts watched it all season and said, he knows his standard is higher than everybody's, and so he knows he has to do things better than everyone. So what's the secret? What do all these rivals, teammates, and opponents know about Shohei Ohtani that makes him different? It's not just the talent. Plenty of players have talent. It's not just the work ethic. Plenty of players work hard. It's the combination of everything: the talent, the work ethic, the humility, the relentless pursuit of perfection. Anonymous pitchers will tell you, don't give him something too good to hit. Hit your spots. Don't miss. But even when they execute perfectly, Ohtani still finds a way. CC Sabathia said it best. Who else is doing that, bro? There's nobody else doing that at the big league level. Marcus Stroman. All of us at the highest level can't believe our eyes. Dusty Baker. He changed the rules. Alex Cora. He's the best player. Mookie Betts. He's Michael Jordan. Mike Trout. I've never seen a player like him. Every year, Shohei Ohtani gets better. In 2018, he proved the doubters wrong. In 2021, he won his first MVP. In 2023, he won his second MVP. In 2024, he became the first 50-50 player in history and won his 3rd MVP. In 2025, he returned to pitching, continued dominating at the plate, and won his 4th MVP. What's he going to do in 2026? Carlos Rodón calls him built like a Greek god. CC says there's nobody else doing that. Mookie Betts says he's better than everybody. And here's the crazy part: he's still improving. What Shohei Ohtani is doing is something baseball has never seen and might never see again. But enough from us. Now we want to hear from you. Why do you think Shohei Ohtani is on a different level? Is it the 100-mile-per-hour fastballs? Is it the 450-foot home runs? Is it the stolen bases? Is it that he does all of it at the same time? Or is it something else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your take. If you made it this far, you're a real baseball fan. And that means you need to subscribe to Foul Ball right now. We break down the game's biggest stories, uncover what players really think, and bring you content you won't find anywhere else. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if Ohtani's greatness just blew your mind, and turn on notifications so you never miss when we drop our next video. We've got more deep dives, more player breakdowns, and more inside stories coming your way. This has been Foul Ball. We'll see you in the next one. Because as long as Shohei Ohtani is playing this game, we're witnessing history every single night.